Hey guys, hi. I am Lorna Owens. I am CEO of Desert Sage Lifestyle Wellness Company. I want to talk to you a bit about vitamin D and whether or not you should take supplemental vitamin D. A lot of you guys have asked me whether or not vitamin D is good for you, whether you should take it or not. And I'd say, yes, it is good for you. You should take your vitamin D. I supplement with vitamin D. So, vitamin D, as a lot of you guys know, is called the sunshine vitamin. And that is because your body makes it when you go out in the sunshine, right? It is, we call it a vitamin, but it's really um, precursor hormone, right? And essentially, the fat under your skin when you're out in the sun, the ultraviolet rays in it converts it by taking it to the liver, then the kidney into vitamin D, which the body then utilizes for its processes. Okay, so if you're deficient in vitamin D, a lot of us are, right? So don't be alarmed. A lot of us are indeed deficient. Uh, where would you get your vitamin D from? If you're going to, we're talking D3. There are lots of foods. Your fatty fish, such as salmon, tuna, those things, great. Mushrooms can give you vitamin D, and your cereals, your fortified cereals, cheese will give you your vitamin D. So you can consume those and see how it works for you. Um, Now, as you get older, you need more vitamin D. So that is something you have to bear in mind, your age. If you live in certain latitudes, where you're not getting a lot of ultraviolet rays, you're not getting the sunshine a lot of the year, then you might run deficient in vitamin D. You work from home, you're always inside, you might run deficient in vitamin D. We ladder up with sunscreen, obviously to protect against skin cancer. Might be deficient in vitamin D. If you're a black or brown person, the melanin in our skin certainly keeps us young, but can allow us to run deficient in vitamin D. So those are some of the things that you might want to consider, or you're just not eating enough vitamin D rich foods. So bear that in mind. If you're deficient in vitamin D, some of the things would be concerning how your body absorbs calcium. Your bone, we always know that and you need calcium to have healthy bones. So to prevent osteoporosis in kids, to prevent rickets. Also, type 2 diabetes, you need your vitamin D to help how the cells absorb insulin, how it utilizes insulin. It may prevent some kinds of cancer, such as breast cancer. Women who are pregnant, there's a study suggest that preeclampsia, women who tend to become preeclamptic, has to do with a low vitamin D. Right? We know that vitamin D affect our sleep, our mood, even hear loss. So there are lots of things that happen when you're not getting enough vitamin D. Your appetite, you're fatigued, you're sluggish, your mentation is just not good. You're over your skin. So there's a lot that one has to be concerned about. So my suggestion to you to just cover your bases. Yes, to take supplementation vitamin D at least, say, 800 international units per day. If you are deficient, you can have up to 2,000 international units per day. But check with your doctor. If your doctor is giving you supplemental vitamin D. They might give you vitamin D that you take once per week. That is fine because you're perhaps hitting some of the higher levels of vitamin D. Don't overdo vitamin D, even though we tell you that it's important for you to get your vitamin D. You know what? It could become toxic in it. It's a fat soluble vitamin. So when you urinate, it's not going to be excreted out of your system. So it can sit in your tissues and can cause toxicity. You get this metallic taste in your mouth and things of that nature. But other than that, you just take enough vitamin D. Make sure that you were taking a lot of supplements. Each of those supplements don't have vitamin D, right? So don't forget, subscribe to our channel, so that every time we come on with some of our health recommendation or wellness recommendation, then you'll be the first to know. And you can always drop us a line by going to desert-sage.co, not .com, desert-sage.co. Send us a note and we'll be happy to respond.